Welcome back, beating away those Monday blues. It is a very feel-good morning show. You're with Expresso live from our Sea Point studios. Now, on the 9th of February, you might have had to rub your eyes seeing golfers out while it was still dark, playing for a good, solid 12 hours. It's called endurance golf. They weren't doing it because they loved the game. They were doing it because they wanted to give something back. And the man leading the charge, the director of golf at Steenberg Golf Estate, Ian Kennedy, was the man who kicked it off, and he was ably assisted by 6 of his golfing pros. Gentlemen, welcome to the show. We have Ian Kennedy, David Girardi, one of those golfing pros, and Tanith Bales from Ithemba Trust, the beneficiary of this incredible initiative. Are there any injuries there? Ian, how are you doing after a 12-hour golfing session? Tell us exactly what went on that day. Why did you put your mouth where your money is for this wonderful initiative?
Yeah, well, to answer your question, yes, the back's still a little bit tight, but that's a nagging old injury. Yeah, the initiative essentially started with something I wanted to do to give back to others. And I'm not a man with deep pockets, unfortunately. And thought, what could I do in terms of using my ability, and came up with the concept of Holes for Hope. And it's just been the most unbelievable experience in the last 2 years of doing it. And we've raised 275,000 Rand for the Ithemba Trust, which is fantastic.
My word. David, I understand that you were bumped up from caddy in the last round to actually playing. What was that like for you, being part of this marathon session, a bit of tag team golf?
Yeah, no, it's a fantastic new experience. You know, this year I had to obviously play 36 holes in the morning as well. And no, it's just a fantastic new experience, not playing for yourself, but actually playing for Ithemba Trust. So, you know, you're putting your needs aside and you're actually doing it for a much better cause. And, you know, just seeing all the members and guests asking us questions after 18, 36 holes, you know, who's doing worse, or how many birdies and eagles have been made. Everyone is showing such interest in the day. So it really kept us going. And the energy levels from all of us were on a high all day, and we're really just supporting each other and playing as many holes as we could.
It's teamwork, and that's something that doesn't often come into the game of golf, but it's also a great, authentic way of getting that message out there. It's not just screaming the message, but actually bringing people into your world, showing them a way that's using the tools that you guys have, that you can make a very big difference.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tanith, I noticed that you are beaming from ear to ear. Now, I'm assuming you didn't have to take part in the golf itself, but I'm guessing you were there with the golfers in spirit. What a great initiative, and obviously 270,000 Rand. What an unbelievable message to send to South Africa.
That's unbelievable. I wasn't there I certainly wasn't there at 6 o'clock in the morning, but I got there around lunchtime, and it was amazing to see what these guys are doing. You know, they actually played through the rain that day, and for us it's just phenomenal, and it's such a privilege that we are the beneficiaries of such an incredible sporting feat.
Tell us a little bit about the trust. What exactly do you guys do? Where is the funding going to go?
Well, we started our trust about 3 years ago. Some friends and myself started, and we just became aware of a very serious and dire situation involving a little girl who was severely abused and neglected, and we felt compelled to get involved and to help her specifically. And then also we wanted to just help other children who were in similar or the same situations. So we started this trust and to help abused and abandoned babies and children. And then just over a year ago, we met a phenomenal woman called Kerry Muller, and she helped start Bulelani Creche, which cares for over 80 children in the Delft area. And they not only care for them, they also educate these children, which is key. Education's the future. So that's what we basically are doing with the money. The money is that we've raised, fortunately, through these incredible guys here. It's going directly towards growing Bulelani, putting in more classrooms, helping more children in those areas.
We've spent a lot of time working in Delft area ourselves, and we can understand that need. Let's get a bit of background now. Take our viewers inside this story. It looked like an amazing day, but also an incredible, incredible achievement. Let's take a look.
I'm here at the beautiful and prestigious Steenberg Golf Estate, where we're supporting the Holes for Hope Charity Golf Day. Now, 6 of Steenberg's PGA professionals, under the leadership of Ian Kennedy, the golf director here, have literally been battling the elements to make sure that they do the thing that they came here for. They are raising funds for the Ithemba House Trust. Now, this place is so beautiful, it's just minutes from the city and miles from the world. Let's go and check it out.
If Ian and his team look rushed, it's because Holes for Hope is a 12-hour golf marathon.
Between them, they have to complete 247 holes in relay format, weaving through the regular Saturday crowd.
Ian and David, very, very well done. You guys started teeing off at 6 o'clock already, and you had quite a lot of challenges with the weather, especially with the rain coming down in its torrents. But what's the day been like for you?
When I went out there, the rain was quite a problem from the word go. And yeah, just keeping the clubs dry, and with the caddy that's caddying for me as well. And going through all the golfers and trying to get as many birdies as possible. It's been quite a tough challenge for me today.
Where did the idea for the Holes for Hope initiative come from?
Yeah, it was something which I thought of a couple of years ago, thinking, what can I do to make a difference? I'm not a man which has got lots of money. What could I do with my resources? And I thought, well, I can play golf fairly well, and let's try and use it. And last year, that's why Holes for Hope started. And it's something which I'm going to plan to do with my guys, with my team every single year, and we're going to improve upon it.
Now, Ian, I know that you guys played for 12 consecutive hours. Last year, you managed to get 247 holes. What did you manage to do this year?
Today we did 313 holes. It was unbelievable. The guys were just incredible. I couldn't be more proud of my staff. These PGA professionals have come such a long way as men, and yeah, they really stuck to their tasks and had such fun doing it, and it was fantastic.
Generous donations and pledges from the Steenberg members motivated the players, while other sports stars also showed their support.
Graham Smith, so awesome to bump into you here at Steenberg Golf Estate. It's been a wonderful year for you, and here you are supporting the Holes for Hope initiative. How's the day been like for you so far?
Yeah, it's been a good day. It was a little bit wet this morning, but we pushed through. We only played 18 holes, but the guys who have been involved sort of raising the money have done an incredible job in the rain.
How important is it, do you think, for South Africans to take an active role in making a difference in the lives of others?
Yeah, it's so important. There's so many different charities that are taking place at the moment. As people, that responsibility falls with us also. And I personally have a big sort of belief in creating leadership in communities. Helping men especially to take more responsibility in their communities. And days like today, where guys make a big effort, really put in a lot of time and energy into raising money for a good cause is important, and all South Africans have a role to play.
Steenberg Golf Club is known for its generous fundraising initiatives. This project is in support of Ithemba Trust that assists Bulelani Daycare Centre. Ithemba means hope in Xhosa and Zulu, and the organization is the brainchild of a few dedicated individuals on a mission to help young children.
So wonderful to see both of you ladies here today. Kerry, tell me a little bit more about Bulelani and how you came to be involved.
I first met Maria about 5 years ago when I was looking for a project. I knew I wanted to do something with small children, and I found this incredible woman who'd taken in children off the streets, children who were left on their own while their mothers went to work.
Under the guidance of Mama Maria, Bulelani provides meals and a safe place to play and grow for over 80 toddlers. The daycare centre fulfills a critical need in communities that otherwise lack the resources and funds for childcare.
Mama Maria, so wonderful. Thank you so much for having us here today. Now, I know that you are one of the founding members of Bulelani. How did this amazing initiative come about?
It was my dream about children, because the rest of my life I was looking after babies.
And what were some of the needs in the community that you saw that led you to create a place of safety for these amazing children?
Because of the child abuse, it was a lot of them where I used to stay in Joslovo. The children, they were playing unattended there by the toilets, so I've decided to collect them and tell my neighbors that I'm going to open a daycare center. I have 35 children there in Joslovo. I respect Ithemba for what they have done to us in Bulelani.
You've seen Bulelani, it's an incredible place, but what we'd like to do is we'd like to grow it even further. So ideally we'd like to buy at least one more container, if not two. A 12-foot container can school about 60 children. And if you have a look around this playground, I'd love to green the playground for kids to come and play and have fun outside.
Through the tireless effort, the Ithemba trustees are determined to expand on the good work.
We want to be able to provide these children with an environment whereby they can be safe, feel safe, be cared for.
What has been wonderful over the 2 years is the journey as to how people, when you show them a worthy cause, how they open up. and want to help. And that really restores my faith in human nature.
Ian and his team completed within the allotted 12 hours. Halls for Hope raised $135,000 for this worthy cause. Well done to the masterly marathon golfers in pink.
Well done indeed. In fact, give yourselves a round of applause. No, that is awesome, guys. It really is amazing to see how everyone came together. Such a simple idea that can have such far-reaching effects. Tanith, what does it make you feel like to see this all come together, to see the work that you are also very heavily involved in? You know, the one day of fundraising is amazing, but this is something that you do every day. What does it make you feel like to see it on screen?
Well, for us, I mean, as you can see, I'm beaming from ear to ear. So for us, I cannot thank Ian and the guys from Steenberg and all the members who donated so generously to make it, you know, just a reality for all of us. I think it's phenomenal. So for us, it just allows us to grow and to provide better education, more love and caring for all the children. It's phenomenal.
And you were saying that started out as a shack.
Started out as a shack in Maria's backyard. She was a night nurse, and she would come home and she would see the children on the streets walking around, and she would actually just take them into her home and care for them. And then she met Kerry, and Kerry obviously Kerry epitomizes that saying, be the change you want to see. And she got involved, and she's so passionate. And she helped build Bulelani. And you can see what it is today. I mean, it's caring for over 80 children. It's phenomenal.
It's absolutely incredible. You can also see the effect it's having on Steenberg. And I would imagine you must feel like a proud father now with the amount of success that has happened there. What's next, Ian? Where would you like to take this?
Well, next year we've got even better Holes for Hope planned. We've challenged a golf club in Pretoria to try and beat us on the same day at the same time, 12 hours each, see who can play the most holes, make the most birdies and raise the most money. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So if the guys in Pretoria are watching, they can expect a good, fair challenge.
Just to give them a taste, how many balls did you lose on the day, David?
I lost count, but we'll keep that aside.
How many holes in total did you finish, did you think?
36 holes.
36.
Online, yeah.
Yo.
So all the 36, and then PJ and Ian then continued into... PJ did another 18, and you did another...
79 in total.
Another 79 in total, so...
Gentlemen, you make me proud to be a Cape Townian, to be a South African. Tana, thank you so much for the work that you are doing, and your team. Please give them a massive high five from the Expresso team. I have a feeling we're going to be following you guys very closely. If you keep providing these kind of feel-good stories, it's going to be difficult for us to ignore. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
On that very positive note, I think we can head back to the kitchen. Ewan is standing by, I have no doubt, with a delicious chicken recipe this morning.